All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning into our second live episode that we've done on the weekly Tall Talk. My name is Cale. I'll be hosting tonight's episode. I hope you are all doing well, and thank you for joining us. But there's 3 other people that I have to thank for joining me, or else I would have no show right now. So, Corey, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, man. I just told you about the story of me eating. So
the
really
debacle.
fascinating
Yes.
stuff.
Very good.
Yeah, it was a
Very
good day, man. I was super productive. I got a whole lot of shit done. I feel
Right.
good. And now we're
Awesome. I
doing
like it.
another show. So I'm going to feel better. What about you, Xavier? How you doing, bro?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm doing good. Glad we're doing this again. And my day was pretty easy. I just worked from home, watched my daughter, and yeah, it was a
Nice.
pretty easy day.
Sounds
like
good.
that.
Yeah.
Tyler, what about you?
Me? Well, let
Yeah,
me tell you, Xavier. Let me tell you.
Oh, here we go.
No, no.
Let's get into
It's
it.
not that exciting, I swear.
Oh, okay.
I did get out of work early today. I'm like,
Yeah.
I went up to my supervisor in the morning. I'm like, man, I got a meeting tonight. I cannot miss. Can I finish my work and go in? He's like, got you.
Dude, that's nice.
Damn. My boy putting his foot down.
Thank you.
Listen.
Thank you, Jason.
Boss man. I like
But
that.
yeah, it's been good. I'm here with you guys now. The second live episode on YouTube.
Yep.
Let's crank it out. I'm ready.
All right.
We're here.
Me too.
We're ready. Hell yeah, dudes.
So what do you got in store for us today, Miller?
All right. Well, typically we either do just a straight up would you rather question or a short story. This one is kind of out of the box again. So
Like
the
always.
short story will not be happening. We'll just be going straight into the chaos.
So you're saying I got
So-
lazy when writing.
We got lazy, Corey.
As a collective.
This is live. It's okay. It's fine. Anyway, so if you guys are ready, let's get into this and see where we end up, I guess.
All right.
All right.
Let's do it.
Would you rather have the power of telekinesis or have the ability to control water?
Ooh.
Let that sink in for a minute and think of the possibilities, and then I'll ruin them with all the constraints I have.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So imagine how powerful you can be, and then I'll bring you back down to earth a little bit.
Damn.
So thoughts off the bat. Let's go Xavier with this one. Between those two choices, what grabs you immediately?
What grabs me immediately, I think the telekinesis would be really cool. Being able to lift up objects with my brain power.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Very nice.
Or
It'd be amazing.
like throw some stuff with it, or maybe just rearrange my room easier, or the loft here.
I like that.
Damn.
Your pile of clothes from one end of the room to the other.
Yeah, I want to
Instead of
move a
just like
shelf.
right on the chair.
Exactly.
So you'd
Exactly.
be like the grown man version of Matilda, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Instead of like that cheerful music, it's just like Morbid Angel or Origin or
The
something.
remake.
Yep, the remake just with Xavier just moving things in his room. I like it.
I can see it. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah,
I'm liking what I'm thinking.
I definitely would. Yeah, I think telekinesis would be my choice. What about you?
For sure.
What about you, Corey?
Dude, I think that I would. I really want to go with telekinesis, but I think being able to control water would be pretty cool.
That
is
would
dope.
be really cool.
There's a whole lot of water all around us, and
Yeah,
True.
I think I could do some pretty fun things with it.
You could build your own hurricane harbor and name it whatever you want.
And Corey's our
true.
backyard.
Everywhere I go would be a
Ooh.
water slide.
Damn, I like
You don't even
that.
need your car anymore. Get rid of your car. Get rid of your
Yeah,
bike.
seriously,
just
get rid
slide.
of all that. You don't need insurance.
Yeah, exactly.
you just slide
Just-
around everywhere.
Could you imagine me just like slip and sliding, just like on my tummy everywhere that I need to go?
Just the water carrying you everywhere.
Yeah. I'll be there in 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Or you
true.
just have a really sweet canoe and you just motor that thing through like the streets.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it would be great to show up everywhere, just like always in swim trunks. People would think I'm just like the chillest dude ever.
Yeah.
Like this guy, he's rejecting the social norms. This is a funeral.
Shows up with swim shorts and some sandals.
Exactly.
Yeah, you'd for sure just be like soaking wet.
Oh,
Like
just all the
everywhere
time.
everywhere you go, like, why is he always wet?
Hey, but I'd never need a glass of water.
Do you think though that if you've been sliding all the time, you would be like chafing? No, I don't know.
I
From
think that
the
I
chafer.
could be able to like create just enough of a barrier between myself and the cheese grater like gravel I would be skating over.
Ooh,
Yeah. I didn't think about that.
Just
Yeah, you got the uneven.
somehow run out of water.
Yeah.
You just to the pavement. Just dead
Or
stop.
one
You just
spot just
scorpion.
drives up on the side and you just like skid.
Oh man.
Yeah, you
Oh.
just forget.
Yeah.
And you'd be shirtless. You'd just be like ripped up.
That would be
This
the
is
worst.
nothing.
This is nothing. Don't worry, guys. The power of water.
Oh man.
What about you, Tyler?
Although
This I'm interested in.
controlling water would be awesome. I've always had a fascination with telekinesis. Magicians. Growing up, I was
Ooh.
really into magic and watching them do tricks with their hands and their mind, and that whole scene, like Houdini, David Blaine, Chris Angel, all those guys.
Mind Freak?
Mind Freak.
Mind free.
Are you ready?
There it is.
Just seeing somebody do that kind of thing, even on TV, if even if it's real or not, it always sparked my interest. It's out of the world. It
Nice.
tests your mind. It challenges you. But if I had that power in real life, that'd be even better. But would people believe me? Be like, you're just an
just a
illusionist guy. You're
hoax,
not real. It's a
brother."
hoax. Well,
Yeah,
let me
dude.
show you. I'll lift them up.
That's when you drop a car on them.
Oh,
Am I faking it now?
they wouldn't live to tell the tale though. They'd be dead.
Yeah, exactly. No, but the other people there would know.
Oh, that's true.
Like, we got a murderer
We'll
on our
smash them
hands.
too.
No survivors. Dang, telekinesis Tyler is evil me. Very nice. I like it.
That was evil. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go there.
No,
What's
you're
happening to me?
there. Just embrace it. We finally have got you.
It's contagious.
It is contagious. The power is consuming.
Yeah, like Xavier said earlier, doing chores in your house would be way easier, less time
I love
consuming.
these guys.
You can have multiple
It's a
things going on at
superpower.
once. You only have two hands, but with that
Hey.
power.
Yeah.
What are you going to flip your quesadilla from the other side of the room? What are you
Hell
going to
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I can be doing the podcast and I could be cooking at the same time
Ooh.
for later.
do? You could be
Prepping for the
flinging the packages from your truck.
No. That's
Oh, yeah.
we can't say
Oh,
that.
you take your job very seriously. My fault.
We
Never
gotta
mind.
take care of those packages.
That's
Yeah,
all
come on,
business.
He's just doing drive-by, just yeeting them out the window.
Yeah, just
I will levitate
rapid
them
firing
very
them.
gently to their doorstep. That sounds way
very
better.
Oh,
gently,
there you go.
Corey.
And then once it gets to the actual doorstep, he'll slam it down.
At the very end,
Yeah.
Just
I get to see that.
right as they're going to reach for it, you just slam it straight to the ground.
Fragile? What is
Enjoy your
that?
day.
Oh my gosh.
What can Brown do for you?
Smash your stuff.
You just take
No,
off.
I think there's a tons of stuff you can do with telekinesis, whether bad or good, and I'm all for it. I'm in.
All right.
But
Right.
I need to know from one more person their choice. Cale,
Damn.
give it to us.
Damn. I also have always liked telekinesis, just to being able to move things, to pick up like giant like weights, being able to just go off. It's an amazing power. But I was the poor man's Momoa
Yeah.
not too long ago
I
with
knew
my
that
long hair.
reference was coming.
You knew that
I knew
that
it.
Aquaman was coming.
Yep, 100%.
I will be out of shape Aquaman
What do you mean?
with shorter hair.
Nah.
I'm going to join Corey on this one. I just think it'd be so cool to just manipulate water.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really, really like
It is cool.
telekinesis. Like it'd be dope, but I just, something about it, man. I would feel intense. And like you said, being able to like be mobile with it or just shoot across stuff, probably walk on water.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Claim yourself like you're the coming of Jesus.
The second time, I'm just like,
yeah.
guys, this is what it looks like, boys.
Yeah. Turns
Saddle
out
up.
Jesus was 6'8".
Damn, super Jesus. But no, I definitely think manipulating water would be sick. We're made of water.
Yeah.
I am inherently have control over everyone.
Yeah. I mean,
know.
with both powers, you could kill somebody in an instant.
Oh, yeah,
But
Tyler
I
already
think
tried.
like being able to control all of the water in somebody's body, that'd be a pretty interesting power.
Just make them like. Never mind.
What?
Yep. See, he's already thinking about it. My
Already,
boy's taking a chance. Yep, there it is.
Like, I guess like if somebody's like doing like a speech, like in front of a huge audience and just hate them, you can like make them like just piss themselves like in front of everybody.
Jesus, this guy. There's been-
I like that.
That's
like that. It's not like the straight up kill. It's
Right, it's
we're going
just-
to humiliate him.
It's
We're gonna
humiliation.
humiliate you. You're gonna live with this one.
Oh,
Oh no, that's worse.
I wasn't going that dark. Come on, that's your job.
Yeah,
that's not
that's
mine.
evil. Damn, the mad pisser. Pissler
But no, they're
going off.
being in control of somebody's the water inside their body. That's nothing good. I already know you guys are going to go evil with
that's
that.
really intense.
Yeah.
But given your guys, if you chose telekinesis, you literally can just force crush somebody or force yeet somebody like a mile up into the air.
Yeah.
Depending on
You're
how
not
strong
wrong.
you are.
Yeah, we could. But would I?
If somebody's not walking fast enough in front of you and it's like
Just push
a
them.
narrow sidewalk, you're like, God,
Jeez.
just fling them.
Why you gotta
Just
go that
yeet
route?
'em.
Why can't you
Just
just not push them, but move them aside? Why you gotta fling them? Why do you
move
gotta
'em
end
in
their
front
life,
of
Cale?
Because
move them in
it's-
front of a bus.
It's unlimited power.
So as long as you say,
It
excuse
is.
me, then it's fine. It's excused, you know?
Yeah, that's
So you're
true.
like, on your side and then fling them back like this and just ragdoll them down the street.
Oh man,
Coming up on your left. Boop.
Yeah, coming up.
kaboom!
I like that.
Oh, yeah.
I do it. Both of these choices are just overpowered.
Hey,
Yeah.
you can have fun with it.
I think though, like we talked about like the mobility of water. Like I think you could probably accomplish the same thing with telekinesis, couldn't you? Because if you can lift an object,
Right.
if you sat on something and then lifted up that object, would you not be able to move yourself?
Heck yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Make my own
Yeah, you guys would be
hoverboard.
able to fly, essentially.
Oh my god! I would just be sitting in like a reclining chair, just like the whole time.
just
flying around.
Just flying around in a lazy boy.
Hell yeah, dude! You got that leather kickback.
Dude. Just like a massage chair.
You'd be fine.
You're just like going off down the street. Oh, man.
Fall asleep while you're floating.
Well, I mean, I'm sure this is like a childhood dream for all of us. But Tyler, I know you're particular into the thought of flying. So, I mean,
Yeah,
you could just fly around on whatever.
are we allowed to levitate ourselves? I know that we're doing other objects. Could we do our own body? Like, how would you?
With
That'd be like
I
a
think you would
telekinesis.
just
It's like
levitate.
I gotta think of myself and then levitate myself. Like you gotta
Yeah.
trick yourself into a strange.
No, Tyler, that's not how it works.
It's not that hard. Okay, maybe I'm just going too far.
You're gone. You've gone. Wait, be realistic. All right. Use your mind powers for something else.
how does it work? Ocean Master.
Oh, bam, bam, bam. The soundtrack to that movie is amazing. So bad.
You're,
I love it.
you're the Ocean Master.
We are the most. So we wouldn't have to fear like being eaten by any kind of animal in the ocean, Corey, because we could just control a wall of water.
Yeah, I mean, you could be like Moses and split the Red Sea. You
But
could.
what if-
I would assume
That's
that you
so
could
dope.
like. If I was going to use this power, I would use it to just walk into the ocean and like see the depths of it. You know, see the bottom.
You could
You'd
just
be at the trench.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Mariana
Just pitch black
Trench.
darkness, or just have like one flashlight.
I was gonna say, how would you know if something is behind you though, attacking you?
Well, you'd create like a force field of water around you.
Mm.
So like,
That would be
I
sick.
imagine it's
At all
just like
times?
a big
Okay.
old bubble,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. You're just like, it's impenetrable.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, water stops bullets. So
True.
like it'll stop animals.
Just always
Unless we
have
find
like
the
a foot of
megalodon.
water around you.
yeah, you
Right.
find the megalodon down there.
You're just like, oh,
Oops.
just go back up.
Well, just imagine like with the creatures that you really could see like doing that at the deep sea floor that like you can't see unless you're in like a submarine, and even then you got a wee little flashlight, you know?
Yeah, just like one little spotlight in like a
What if you?
literal sea of darkness.
just
Right.
I have
dark.
I have a question. If you did that, if you split like the sea and you were like on the ocean floor, but it's just air around you, wouldn't that kill the environment that's underwater? Being exposed to that air? I don't know.
Oh, maybe
Maybe
don't
if
think
it's
it-
like a reef.
Oh yeah, we've done enough damage for that. But you're just displacing stuff. I don't think that you're really taking a toll because like it's eventually going to go back to fill that void and fill that space
It'd be
if you're
like
taking that
pushing
But if
water
the-
with you.
If the reefs, like the barnacles and everything, are stuck to the ground, are you breaking that off?
Oh, you're probably
Yes, I
killing
am.
that.
Yes.
Yes, I am.
No, I wasn't thinking about that, but now Tyler, yeah, now I am.
See,
Just
yeah.
gonna destroy the whole ecosystem.
Stuff-
All right,
It's
everything's
literally
going
like a
extinct.
big
Thanks,
ball,
Cale.
like a big gyrosphere, and I'm just drilling into the earth,
Oh,
like on the
God.
ocean floor, just super speeding myself through there.
Nice.
I make a new trench.
Hey,
Oh,
the Miller
That's
Trench.
what Corey and I are doing. We're just shifting all the plates and all the,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
destroying everything.
The
Mauritia.
Sale Miller
We're just-
Trench. Oh, race you.
The new trench. What was your main, aside from picking up your dirty laundry, Xavier? What was your main focus of like using telekinesis? Like, what would be the first thing you did? Like, legitimately, if you said that.
First thing, if I figured out like I could lift stuff,
yeah,
I would start testing, like see what I could lift. So I'd start with like smaller objects. Maybe like, start with a box, see what I can lift up, and then work my way up to like, can I lift my car up? Oops, I broke it.
Oh,
damn. Somebody parks too close to you, you just lift the car up and pull it out.
Yeah, there you go. You try to park
you can literally like, work on your car without it going underneath, like on the ground. You could just like
hold it up.
Yeah,
yeah, that's true.
Somebody distracts you. What?
Exactly. Lose concentration
on yourself. Lose concentration. Yeah, because I would feel like with telekinesis, it's not something that you can like take your mind off of. You have to like hyperfixate. Right. So like you said, Tyler, if you distract yourself and you're under whatever you're lifting, you just instantly kill yourself. Yeah, it's not good.
And now we know how to take the power back.
Ooh. Speaking of taking the power back, I'm ending this conversation for a few minutes while we take a break.
Hi, folks. My name is Xavier Chapman, creator and host of the Weekly Tall Talk. I would like to say thank you for listening to today's episode. If you like what you've been hearing, we would love to know what you think. After the episode, don't forget to leave a comment or reach out to us on our socials, where you can find us at the Weekly Tall Talk. We're excited to say we're working on a couple other awesome projects for this year. If you would like to know more about that or find out what else we're working on, we have a Patreon and Discord that you can subscribe to, where we can be found at Tall Tale Network. And if you have any other questions or ideas for what you'd like us to discuss on the show, please email us at talltalenetwork@gmail.com.
Again, we are back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed those ads. We are moving on to our next portion, continuing our conversation. So I had a question for you guys. Shocking. How would you use these powers? Actually, how would these powers be beneficial to us as a whole?
Like if you could use us four?
Just individually?
It would be very nice if it was just the four of us, but I think we should include some other people. Let's say your city, your state, the world. Let's let Tyler have an opportunity to shine for his philanthropy through telekinesis.
Yeah, how are you going to change the world with your mind?
See what he comes up with. How are you going to do mind your manners and take us out of the dark ages?
In like maybe like natural disasters or very like hectic situations where maybe like a tree trunk is too heavy to carry, like to move with a man. But if you had like telekinesis, they can like lift that off something like a car or get a car out of like a lake or a ditch.
Damn.
But
my boy's going to be working for Caltrans.
I have an idea. So this is actually perfect. The combining of two powers. So if a car went into a lake, Corey and Cale's side, they could manipulate water so they could drain or move the water away. And then the people with the telekinesis can bring the car out of the ditch or the lake, wherever it had been dumped, so they could save people.
That's so wild.
What if it's a cool car?
I thought when you included Cale and I, you were going to say that we could use our powers to then crush the car with water.
See, that's where I was going. Corey and I can manipulate it, so we now have a car that we can drive underwater.
Ooh, I think that's called a submarine.
Damn it.
Yeah.
That's very true.
It's already been done.
It's already been done.
Crap
It's invented.
No, but I get that, Tyler. So you're hoping that Corey and I play nice?
Yeah, I'm hoping that we team up together.
Okay. Very nice.
Nice. I like
don't know, Xavier, how do you feel about that? You think we could align?
I mean, we could. Yeah, definitely. But how? I guess I would try to be secretive about it. I wouldn't want people to know.
Just lifting the car out of the lake in front of all these rescue people wouldn't be the move.
I wouldn't even be there.
Watch this.
Hey, guys, just clear out. What's that? And then you're just lifting the car out of the way. over there.
Oh my God, how did it get there? Dude, I don't know, to be honest.
Right.
Like a mystery man. So I can only use my power when nobody's looking.
Right. It's like this can't be caught on film.
Exactly. No, I don't think I would be going out and like being a rescue person. I would just
Because
stay
then
at home.
everybody would
My guy.
I just
they
feel
would
like,
hold you high to that standard. They would, oh, this guy can help us with everything. It would be
Oh, for sure.
overwhelming. I
They
think.
would like demand it of you after
Definitely.
that point. There would be the
Yeah.
expectation for you to.
or I get
But if
captured
we
by
have
the
it
government.
as a whole, and not just Xavier, what if everyone had it? Then everybody could help themselves.
Well, which one though? Telekinesis or water bending?
Mm.
Oh, like everybody
Both?
in the world?
Yeah,
That'd
I
be-
mean,
that probably wouldn't work very.
No.
yeah, everybody's just like
Everybody would be doing their own thing, blowing
everybody
up the
doing their own
planet.
thing. Nobody's on the same page.
I think everybody would just be using it against each other.
Yeah.
Well, we're seeing how this is going. How this is going bad. We're looking for good things, guys.
No.
I know immediately it's the evil is coming out, but we're
Yeah.
looking for positive things. Corey, do you have anything positive?
I do.
Let's hear it.
If you're able to control water, I think hierarchy number 1 on your list of needs would be water. You would always have access to clean, drinkable water. Basically, no matter where you go. And I think like having the ability to do that and go to water-starved places and helping out, like it would be great if, like you said, like you could construct a body of water, and then
For a village,
pull
maybe?
water and put it into that, huh?
Right.
Maybe like a village that needed it.
Right?
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
pull groundwater to a different source or a different location. I think that
Plus,
help
it's
out a
clean.
lot of
You can, since you can manipulate it, you could probably take all the toxicity out of it and everything and make it pure.
Toxicity
Yeah, my city.
of our city. James is going to comment on that. I already know.
He's gonna
But,
ask how you own
no.
disorder.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right, I got one more too. I
Let's hear
think
it.
that with either telekinesis or water bending, I think sports would change pretty drastically. I think that new sports would be invented to
Ooh.
counter that and really like make people who practice using their powers flourish.
Oh, there you go.
It's like a lot of our sports now are like based on getting a ball from one location to the other by throwing
Oh,
it
yeah.
or passing it. And if you could like, yeet a football hundreds and hundreds of yards, like you'd have to
Right.
create a sport that is more contained for something like that.
Right.
Hmm.
Because you could throw it like a mile away,
Right.
depending on how much
Trying to
force
think-
you can produce.
Besides, well, there's swimming, water polo. I don't think of any other sports that are in water. Correct me if I'm wrong.
There's synchronized dancing in water.
That too.
There's like the canoe rowing.
Yeah.
Oh,
that'd be
yeah.
great.
Racing?
But what sport could we create that takes the best of both sides, telekinesis and water? Like what kind
Some
of new
kind of
what
battle
kind of new sport
royale.
could you fuse? Like make out of that? I'm trying to think.
Blood sport.
Yeah, blood sport.
Extreme.
Yeah. Very interesting.
And like,
Yeah,
but I
I agree
definitely-
with Corey. I think sports would change in many ways.
Oh, yeah. Because like you guys know I have admiration for strongman. Like that's something I'm just into. I've never obviously done that. But if you're able to just telekinesis like 700 pounds like nothing or 1,000 or whatever, I mean, I
Well,
think
do you
it's
think
just
people
like
would be competing in that sport? Like who can lift with their mind the most weight? Because I'd watch that.
yeah.
Instead,
Why
Oh,
not?
instead
yeah,
of like
if you-
lifting dumbbells or lifting fucking
Right.
trains. Hell yeah.
yeah, if you could like Xavier said, you alluded to this like right off the bat. You're like, if I start off with a box and then I can lift my car and then blah, 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 pushing the limits of like what you could lift.
Yeah.
Maybe that is something that's like attainable to a certain level. Maybe it caps, but maybe it doesn't. And you're just lifting like insane objects.
Yeah. I'm curious too. Is your power, is it like a muscle that like you can strengthen it, or are you kind of just stuck with what you
Oh,
have
yeah,
like
right.
a max weight that you can always carry or lift? I wonder if you can train it to be stronger, or it gets weak over time if you don't use it.
I feel like you would have to work on it because
Yeah.
that'd be pretty wild if you like out of nowhere you can lift like 20,000 pounds. You're just like, I'm going to move my house.
Well, that's not fair.
Yeah, exactly. Like right off the bat. No, Xavier's got to move one sock at a time. Then his dirty draws.
Yes.
No, I think it definitely like would build it up. I guess the same thing would be with us, Corey, to an extent. You move water only a little bit until you like get strong enough to like manipulate currents or make a wall of water, or like we said, like a sphere of water.
Yeah.
You just be in the ocean.
I wonder if like education in school would be different too. Like this is like totally off topic, but like, you know, Harry Potter has like the dark arts class. I wonder if there'd be like a specific class for that, for water manipulation or telekinesis. That'd be pretty awesome.
That would be dope. That's like an extracurricular right there.
Right. Yeah.
No, I don't feel like it. I'm going to do volleyball. Your parents would be like, what? You did what? Get the ball.
Well, imagine the people that would like have this power and then just be like everyday slackers. Like sitting on the couch on Reddit for like 6 to 7 hours, just fucking doing nothing with it.
You just have the news on in the background.
Obesity would be like an all-time high.
Bro, I just said like I would travel around by like floating chair.
Literally a lazy boy.
What movie is that from? Is that Wall-E?
We would never walk again. You just fly around on either whatever you grab to fly on, or just water yourself everywhere.
Yeah. Just slip and slide your way.
Oh, no.
Yeah, slip and slide. Like, Silver Surfer.
Just make a chair out of water and then ride that water chair.
Perfect.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'd have like a
new
trail,
mobility scooter.
You're
I'd
always
have a trail of snacks in a line, like a different snack for each one. And then after I eat one, the next one, boom, boom.
Ooh, piece of candy.
You're
as many things.
Yeah. I mean, I think this also opens the door for you. Like, you know, we asked like, how would it benefit us? But like, you could go full vigilante. Like if there's a police pursuit, you just stop the car, or you crush a man.
Right. So our police force would have to change, is what you're saying.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that's an elegant way of putting it. Yeah.
Do you think if it was mixed, like if not everybody had this power and there were people who were completely normal people, like, do you think that like policing would change? Like, I think that a lot of our institutions would kind of have to change because not everybody's on the same level, like physically.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. If you have like these abilities, that definitely like changes the scope of not you as a threat, but like your potential as a person to, I guess, do things.
Yeah.
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 You would have to like find out who can have the power or not.
Is it granted or is it inherited?
Oh,
maybe we all have it and we just never try. Xavier, go. Give yourself an aneurysm.
I blew a gasket.
Pass out mid-recording. It'd be cool to like you brought up the idea earlier, Tyler, if everybody having it, like maybe that's just like a subconscious part of the brain. Just nobody taps into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the pineal gland.
Oh, very nice. Sweetbreads? Oh. Delicious.
I wonder if there's a way that we can do something with cars so collisions wouldn't be as deadly. Maybe like a shield barrier around the car, or water or something. Or if the car gets too close, it automatically pushes it, like with levitation. Or I don't know.
Ooh,
I think
like
if you're
giant bumper cars.
on something like that. But like everybody would have to be focusing on it, no?
As you should be.
You know I'm on my TikTok. You know I'm rocking out. I'm not focused on that, bro. I'm focused on the tunes.
Damn. What if there was a way to focus on that? This is like down the rabbit hole and like separate your mind.
Okay.
Where it's you take your brain out of your skull.
Yes.
Then you die.
With
skin and everything.
Telekinesis, you just suck the brain out of your head.
And then you die.
To be able to put it on autopilot while you're just
doing. Like.
Doesn't make sense what I'm saying.
I have no idea. What?
Tyler, you were on one, my friend. I feel like I understand what you're saying. You're saying like put your brain on autopilot for the telekinesis, but then function normally.
Like what if you could take your thoughts out, like of you focusing on that item or doing that action, but not actually be present for it, like an out of body experience? It doesn't make sense, but.
Well, you probably have to do a lot of mental training.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Okay.
No, but I definitely think like you guys could be, I think you would be of more use in a disaster relief type situation, like earthquakes or being able to move, like you said, debris stuff? No,
No,
you don't want to help
Xavier,
him.
no.
All right,
No.
he's out. He's like, okay, yeah, you don't have to help if you don't want to. That's your right. It's my right. I don't have to go out
I'll
there.
leave it to the professionals.
Oh, okay, this guy, yeah. I'm sure they're the jaws of life trying to open a door, and you can easily just like snap your fingers or something. He's like, "You guys got it."
So what you're saying, Xavier, is I'm alone on this one.
I
I'm a one-man team.
I would try to help. Maybe.
You could actively help. You don't have to try. You have the power.
Just like pull the door
He
off.
doesn't want
Actually
people to
kill
know.
somebody.
Okay, it's his secret.
yeah,
and
it's
his
gotta be
secret only.
secret.
Fling the door, but you fling the door into the first responders.
Exactly. Like, oops, I don't know how to
Just
control my
kill
power.
more people.
Oh God.
I like
That's
that
terrible.
the question was, how would these powers benefit us? And Xavier's just choosing to withdraw.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's literally just like, I'm not interested. I'm just not interested in helping. I don't care.
Fuck.
Whatever, man. Yeah, seriously, this is the biggest screw 'em attitude I've seen out of you. All right.
Damn.
Hey, that's not my job.
Yeah.
That's not- hey.
Dude,
If I don't get paid, I don't work. All right. Fair enough. So, Siler, now you have to do double duty because Xavier's just going to be watching you.
Someone's got to do it. It's all right.
Literally just going to be
Just
actively
afar, just-
watching you. I think
He's got it. He's got it.
Corey, for our stuff, I mean, we could help. And you talked about like providing clean drinking water, kind of with those basic necessities. We could help with ocean disasters, I guess, as well.
yeah, absolutely.
Oil spills, possibly, or I don't know, sinking boats or some like not submerged ships, but like capsizing ships, maybe. So
Yeah.
I mean, we would have to be out there.
Well, we could
We just can't be out.
completely change the way that our continents are connected, because one of the hardest parts would be building a bridge between continents. But if you can be all the way at the bottom of the ocean floor, then you can set up the structures possible to create a land bridge.
Bro, what kind of
We're not
salary
waiting.
are we talking? Because we're like the only two down
$3.99.
there. So it would take us like 900 years to do this. But what kind of salary are we looking at?
Oh man, I mean, to do that for like 1 year, if we're talking, yearly salary to just be out there and make sure that the water doesn't crush the construction crew.
Yeah.
Free
I'm gonna
99.
say,
Volunteer.
yeah, I'd
we
go
don't
for
want-
6 figures. I don't think I'd get too greedy with it. Maybe stick to
Yeah.
around like 150 an hour.
I would be cool with that.
So,
I mean, I would have no use for money. I would just ship it back home to Deborah and just have her, buy whatever you want. You want a Range Rover? Go for it. I'm out in the ocean.
so you
All
guys
right.
would have to tag team that because both of you would have to be like
There.
there and
Actively stopping
yeah, like one of you would be
currents and rogue waves and all kinds of just hellacious stuff.
Right.
Oh man. Well, Corey, let's take this ad break to draw up a contract. We're not even going to consult with Xavier. He's out. Tyler, you want in?
I'll think
No,
about
he's
it.
out.
Oh,
Oh, he's out.
thanks,
Okay.
Corey.
All right. Well, we'll be back. We're going
You're
to
too helpful,
negotiate.
Tyler. We can't.
You're
We're going
out.
to cut corners.
You're out, Tyler.
For sure,
Xavier, I'm proud of you, son.
all right.
Hey, it's your boy Mason from Men of Misfortune here. We're a comedy podcast with 3 different segments. We cover anime/pop culture, true crime, and bizarre news, all while taking on some interviews. We drink, we smoke, and we know how to have a good time while making you feel like you're a part of the show. Find us anywhere you get your podcasts. And don't forget to check out our Patreon for bonus content. And for more updates, follow us on Instagram at Men of Misfortune. Remember, stay misfortunate and always listen to Mom. Now, back to your regularly scheduled program.
All right, guys, we're back. Hope you enjoyed those ads.
I
We
did.
were discussing very. How dare you?
What did you just say?
I don't know what he said.
He's trying to start shit again.
I mean,
this is
classic
a telekinesis thing. Telekinesis Tyler.
Just Xavier, I just want you to know I don't lump you in with Tyler's shenanigans right now.
No, Tyler's actions tonight speak for him alone because you've done nothing wrong. You not wanting to step up to the plate or use your given abilities and help anyone at all.
I'm just hanging out at home.
I stand behind that versus this kind of ego grab over here.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm watching from afar.
All right, enough. Xavier, stand by. Stand down, stand by.
No, don't say that.
Moving on to the next question.
Ask us a question.
Oh, God. All right. Let's say like 1 in a million children are born with this gift, either telekinesis or the waterbending. So 1 in a million, that's a decent amount of people. Let's say you have those. What would natural conflict occur between people? Let's say, however many people have the waterbending ability, however many people have telekinesis, enough people to where like it would eventually get out. Mm-hmm. Not like Xavier, he's playing low profile.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, this is going to come out through whatever means, especially now, social media. I mean, somebody says, hey, that guy's throwing the lake over his head, aka Corey. It's gonna get out. So there's gonna be like footage or evidence of this and this and that. But like, do you guys feel like there would be like a natural conflict between like the two groups, or just people in general saying, why the hell do you have all these powers?
I'd like to say like I did just a little bit of research for this question, and I hope I'm right. I was curious like how many people would be 1 out of a million out of 8 billion people, and
we have facts.
That would be around 8,000 people.
Damn. Wow.
So 8,000 people globally every year would have these powers. I would say 4,000 would have telekinesis, 4,000 would have
easy math wise.
Okay.
Yeah. 4,000
so like we're talking
way.
about an extremely marginalized group of people for this.
4,000.
Because it sounds like a lot, but in like the grand scheme of like a total population,
but
that's enough people to do like a ton of damage.
But
just one of them could do a ton of damage.
That's true.
Yeah.
But what if some of those people die of natural causes or before their time? Do more people get born with the powers, or it just kind of dies out?
If we're stating it for the question that 1 in a million, then it would be pretty consistent.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
so it would be that. But would there be potential that you would not know that you have this power if you're just born? If you're never trying to use it or unlock it?
It would be subconscious, I think, at that point.
Tyler's point. Very nice. Autopilot. No, but do you think that there would be any conflict between groups? Like, naturally Xavier doesn't like Corey and vice versa. Mm-hmm. But in terms of having the powers, would there be any reason for there to be conflict?
Yes.
Mm.
There we go. Let's go with that.
Right.
What's your logic, my friend?
Fear of the other. I think that humans are naturally fearful of those they do not know. And if you learned that somebody had the power to obliterate you without trying, and that you wouldn't know who it would be ever in the crowd, I think that fear would be the basis for a lot of people's beliefs. Yeah, the fear of the unknown about what they can do or who they are or who it is.
Because to add on, just fear turns to hate.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
you hate the things you don't understand.
Yeah, your guard would kind of always have to be on, because you just by looking at somebody you could like never know what kind of power they have.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that honestly, it would pretty quickly evolve into a form of eugenics. I think that people would be trying to like look to breed something like this out of people or into people, and that would also create a problem of dynamics.
Mm. Yeah, because I think people would, like you said, there would be like polar opposites of stuff. Like, this is amazing. Everybody should have this gift. How do we give this to more people? Versus people saying this is unnatural. Mm-hmm. This isn't right. We are not meant for power like this. We are not. This should not be a thing.
The mutants.
So I think you definitely have those polar opposites that would be pulling at both sides.
And let's look at our historical examples. The last person to walk on water was crucified.
This is true. Corey, watch yourself out there.
Yeah. That's why I had to cut the hair. I looked too much like
I got it. It's all coming together. It's all part of the plan. I think you're right. People are afraid of what they don't understand. And fear is a big motivator. So I think you're on that.
Natural human emotion.
Oh, yeah. Just to be wary of things. And yeah, I mean, I could see it. Would we be more scared of each other or like the other people that would be like, get rid of these guys?
Do you think the middlemen, the people that are just normal, would be more of a threat? Or they'd be, because they could be envious of both groups, people with the levitation and the water. They don't have either of them.
That's true. They don't have either. So they're, I definitely think there's potential for that. And like I said, I mean, we keep harboring back to this. I always just imagine that I have superpowers, but we are just people. We would be very easily, if like a full militia went, sure, we could get some of them, but like, you can't get everybody. And then we're just people.
Yeah.
So we get mowed down.
You
like
don't have
anything else.
Or
Yeah. So
Do you think that, what about the opposite of that? Like we were talking about conflict and such, but like, do you think that people would start to worship figures that had abilities like this? Like, especially like if we're thinking like early man and when we're like starting to evolve and developing written language and speech. Like, I think that like people would be propped up as natural born leaders if they had this power. But that's if you had the power to control water as like a caveman, think of how much you and your clan could succeed.
Right. I think it would be naturally just elevated to like God status.
Yeah.
There would be no rational, like, I mean, obviously there's rational thought, basic needs, this and that. But like you're saying, as an example, as a caveman, how would you not see that person who's able to lift boulders and hurl them or like chuck a saber tooth or something? Like, how would that not be seen as like a godlike figure to you?
But like, but in today's time, so how people's reaction would be to it today?
We'll do it your way. Okay. Damn. All right. No, I feel like it harbors back to it being a slight against nature or a gift.
Yeah, slight against nature.
What were you going to say, Tyler? Yeah. This is a slight against God.
I was going to say, since so many people have, a majority of people have this power, it's not so much of as a single person that people look up to. It's going to be like a whole like wide group. So there'd be many leaders, I guess, in a way, instead of a singular.
Would you be considered like a subsect of human being if you're like granted this power? Do you feel it would go that far? Would like it be like these people are completely separate? They're not even human anymore, even though we are
like alien status,
metahumans or whatever. Yeah, however you want to, whatever verbiage you want to use. But I don't.
Well, you could use either Jedi or Waterbender.
Yes, one of the two. I like it either way. But I would like to think that there'd be people that would accept us, but I feel like it would be more negative than positive for sure. Yeah, I just feel that way. Like Xavier said, fear immediately would just make people. I mean, you see me like lifting something to be like, stay away from that person.
Yeah, what is that?
How are you doing that? I mean, I think it's based on the person, but I think it would be overwhelmingly like.
It's crazy. Yeah, because you're born with this. You didn't ask to, you didn't ask for this life, and it sucks that people would, treat you that way or.
But it's cool because we get to explode them. Anybody gets on your nerves, it's like if you're going to be,
you want them to hate us more. That's what you're saying. You want them to,
exactly.
Dude,
get the pitchforks out.
I'll be the villain, bro. I'll wring you out like a sponge.
I think Tyler actually brings up a really great point. It really only takes one person to ruin the image for everybody else. Because the people that don't have powers are going to latch onto that person as a straw man for the entire group.
Yeah.
Look, see, this one person went on a killing spree and they killed however many people.
What are we going to do about it?
Yeah. Right. So
Xavier crushes one guy, then they're like, oh, this is dangerous.
Yeah, all these telekinesis guys.
Yeah, he's not going to stop with just one.
Oh no, he'll
Xavier lifts one sock and it's over. One box and chaos.
One box. Be like, he can't be trusted.
And that's
how would you control someone with powers like these? Because I imagine you're born with this. And how would you control somebody who can't even control themselves? like newborns that have the power of telekinesis, or the elderly who are losing grasp on the world.
Yeah, reality or something like that. And you have this tremendous power for like, let's take telekinesis as example. Like if you get flustered, you're not in your right mind and you just start flinging stuff.
Right.
That's a rampage. Or a toddler, a freaking toddler.
Yeah.
Or somebody, or like an early teenager, that teenage angst with telekinesis.
Oh God.
Instead of like biting other kids, Alea's going around throwing them against the wall.
Just throwing kids, chucking like the whole school bus. Just, you know.
I feel like,
how do you,
hey, that's
because
cool.
could you contain, I mean, I guess I feel like the easier option would be to contain you and I, Corey, just because you could kind of cut off a water source, perhaps. But then anybody who's around us, we could just like crush them
there's
from the
always
inside or
moisture in the
evaporate
air.
all the water. That's true.
Like, unless you're like in like the middle of a desert, I think that would be like the only way to contain somebody with water bending powers.
Damn, the Death Valley boys.
Yeah. Or I think in Avatar: The Last Airbender, they had like somebody suspended above a volcano.
Oh,
that'd be awesome.
What a job!
It would suck for us, but it'd be awesome at the same time. You're just holding us up there. I'm like, I thought we were bros. It's like, this job's paying real well.
This is a little off topic, but I could see telekinesis helping like the elderly, that people that have like arthritis or carpal tunnel.
Ooh.
And they can't use their hands
body
anymore.
Starts breaking down.
Yeah.
They'd be able to, do everyday tasks they wouldn't normally be able to do.
That's true. They can just lift things up.
That's just a random thought that came into my head.
I could also see this being bad.
Wait, why?
Because my mom has gotten to the age where she doesn't give a shit about anything. And if she doesn't give a shit about anything and she has superpowers, she's going to fling stuff or the road rage.
Come on,
I know. Get it together.
So would the only people
I don't know.
be able, the only people that would be around to control others with these powers, would they too have to have these powers? The only way to control somebody with telekinesis would be somebody with telekinesis.
I feel like to that point, we would have to self-govern.
Right.
Like you would have to have like the group of 4,000 people kind of not micromanage, but hold everybody else in line. Be like, you're going to get us all killed.
But if it's spread, around the world, it's not localized. That might be one person in a state.
I got to get everybody in Vegas. We're moving to Sin City, guys.
Oh, we're going to have a superpower internment camps.
Oh, man.
Nah, man, we could just hang out.
Oh,
chill.
Okay.
See, they've already gotten to me. Come hang out, guys. The desert's awesome. No, but I
maybe
did this all. Go ahead.
I think there's a way that you can control people, because to use these powers, you have to focus, right? So what if there was a drug that never made you focus on things, so you could never use your power?
Marijuana.
Smoke weed every day.
Of course.
This guy's too busy eating. He can't
I was
do
too easy,
anything.
Corey. Damn it. Just took it right out of my mouth. Thank you.
The munchies. Very nice.
Hey, yeah, that's a good point though. Like,
like to where it's like kind of keeping you in a sedated state. Constantly.
Yeah.
Damn. Tyler, you're evil, man.
That would be.
That's a good thought.
That's like early 1900s insane asylum. Just fucking
just
load them
sedated.
up on drugs so they don't know what year it is, and then just keep them there.
Rock on.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
I think this is kind of harboring back to what you said, Xavier. Immediately, whenever you said you had the powers, you're like, I'm not going to go show it to anybody because the government will come.
Oh yeah, for
the
sure.
Government would 1,000% want to harness this power, and like we would not be seen as people anymore. No. We are assets.
Yeah.
Or they're going to try to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah. Or if you're an asset that doesn't want to play along, probably kill you.
Yeah,
it'd be easier.
You're like, this guy's not. You're not playing the game. Yeah. We need you to play the game. You're just like, no, not interested. No. Very nice. Boom, boom.
Or like, and like what Tyler was saying, they could use like some sort of drug to sedate you so you can't focus on anything. Keep you as a prisoner.
So maybe it's just best that Cale and I just go live under the sea.
Under the sea. Corey and I are down there. Yeah.
It gets much better when
us.
you are wetter.
Under the sea.
I love it.
Corey and I just become Rastafarian.
It's just the whole air bubble that we're breathing in is just filled with fucking smoke.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah, just weed. And we're just like, damn, it's really it's looking bad up there, man. Xavier just fleeing for his life. We're just at the bottom of the ocean. Can't get us.
Tyler and I are just doing our normal day tasks with our powers.
Just going to work and just hanging out and blah, blah, blah. Pouring out under the sea, just Rasta mode. Never to be seen again. We just surface like randomly with dreads.
We just have to come up for marijuana. That's it.
Give us the drugs and we're back in the water.
Because we could just pick a fish out and cook like we got sushi right there, brother.
Oh,
damn! That's
what do you want?
freshest.
Yellowtail, tuna, octopus?
Yellowtail.
The options are limitless. Well, now that you brought that up, I need a snack break.
Oh yeah, let's go get sushi.
Let's take a quick break. Let's go.
All right.
Under the sea. Under the sea.
Hey there, this is Corey from the Weekly Tall Talk podcast. If you like what you've been hearing, please consider going to patreon.com/TallTaleNetwork and becoming one of our patrons. We'd really appreciate it, and you'd help us get out some content later this year. Thanks.
Welcome back, everybody. The squabbling has not stopped, and it's about to get worse.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope not.
So there's a lot of similarities, like the power struggle. Xavier not wanting to help people, Corey and I only helping ourselves for a massive salary. Tyler's been pretty good, but we're gonna make him choose right now. Of both the abilities, which is stronger, the ability to control water or the ability to have telekinesis? What do you feel is the stronger opinion now, Xavier?
I like that switch up there. The stronger one. I don't know. That I think it just, from my opinion, I would say.
Oh, here we go.
Probably water. I would say.
Okay, you see, get out right now.
I'm still telekinesis.
Turn your back on your people.
I'm still
Swear to
going
God,
with
man.
telekinesis. But I think power wise, you probably could do a lot with water. So, but as part like what would be stronger is you have more effect on people since people are mostly made of water. So,
Right.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that, like when we're doing our break, like if you had a person who can control water and then somebody who had telekinesis powers were fighting, depending on how quick one of them is, maybe, but the water person who can control water can just zap all the water out of your body before you can even
Just leak
hurl
it
a
out.
stone or hurl a boulder or hurl a car at the guy. I don't know. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh man, how do you defend against that?
Yeah,
Right.
you'd have to like do something to them in return, like be able to like lift their body or like pin them
Right.
down
Yeah.
to the ground or something.
Which
but
I
even
can-
then, you're
Right.
fighting mind with mind.
Right. Yeah. So this would probably come down to the person. Like, can they, or is their mind sharper? Or are they better with their ability
Right.
than, than
Right.
their opponent or whatnot?
If you're more experienced, I mean, maybe that plays a factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? No, exactly. Oh,
Because, I mean,
but
yeah.
All right, so we got one on the board for water
one
bending.
on the,
We're doing it. I'll go Corey for this one.
Dude, I'm going
As
to
a
say water
follow-up.
bending. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's why I chose it.
Oh, yeah.
No, but just like what Xavier's saying, like it's there's so many use cases for the power alone, like infrastructure change. You could change the entire environment as we know it to benefit people to grow alongside it in a much greener way. And again, like being able to transfer water anywhere in the world on your persons, like would be just fantastic. You wouldn't have to worry about a lot.
Right.
And I think if you're fighting somebody like with telekinesis, then even if you're both like pretty much on the same level, I still think that water would win. I base that in absolutely nothing but opinion, though.
yeah. So
Right.
yeah, it's just all
Yeah, it's all.
perspective, someone's perspective.
Because like,
So you're
like
saying
Xavier
this is
said, like,
hypothetical?
we kind of think of like telekinesis involving a secondary thing where water is just everywhere already.
Right.
It's
Right.
always available to use to some capacity.
Very interesting. I'm going to say water.
All right.
Myself. just for the sheer fact of we talked about this earlier with Tyler and Xavier saying that you have to keep your focus on something
Yeah.
to be able to control it, stop it, hoist it, whatever. If I have water and I have an object in the water that I'm controlling and I throw that object at you, like I just hurl a ship, a small sailboat.
Yeah, you
if
can
you
create
go
a
to stop
wave
that,
and-
you cannot stop the wave that is coming with that force. I think there's just too much mass, too much of an individual thing for you to try to focus on that. I don't think you can.
Right.
And not that that's like the most important thing, but my mind instantly goes to like, how could I crush you? But I think in terms of like the positives, like Corey said, I feel like there's much more potential to do good with water versus telekinesis in terms of like helping people. Like Tyler said, you could help people in a disaster or
Yeah.
this and that, but in day-to-day life, I don't know how much telekinesis could be a benefactor for people versus fresh water or, access or being able to transport people or stuff like that. I just base that, like all of this, it's BS, but that is my presentation of why I think, and I don't think, Tyler, that you're going to stop the 4 ships that I'm throwing at you.
Tyler's figuring out right now how he can fight us in the desert.
He's Googling. He's like, how can I telekinesis 3 water bros?
All
Dear
right,
Chat
guys.
GPT.
All right.
Here we go. Let's
Yeah,
hear
let's hear it, Tyler.
it.
Unfortunately, this episode I have been beaten. I'm gonna go with water as well. Water bending.
Yeah, 4 for 4, Silor.
We convinced them.
Convince me. No, it's just
I like it.
you're right. Water bending, because water has no certain shape. It could be anything. Whereas,
Right.
like if you're levitating a mass, that is only that mass.
Right.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think that's the most straightforward argument.
And I just the potential of water, like Cale was saying, through everyday life, that would be more beneficial than, I guess, like telekinesis in a way. Whereas like getting water to villages that are in need, or
Right.
this and that.
Humanitarian aid
it'd
stuff.
be
Right,
like
yeah.
the better option to have. Like if you could choose, like if you're born and like a screen popped up, what would you
You were
like?
able to choose.
What power
Yeah,
would you
Tyler, and you
choose?
chose wrong.
Choose your power.
Choose your
Chose
power.
wrong, brother.
I do want to, though, put one point into the telekinesis. I think that were people to have telekinesis, architecture and the way that we like build things would be extremely unique. Like we could go to new heights instantly. Like we talked about, like caveman times. Like we could build buildings up and off the ground very early. Like there's a lot of.
Do you think Corey that we'd build like skyscrapers even higher than we have now? You don't think the fear?
Being able to like move material easily
So you
like
think
that
we'd build
to be
up
able to
and
build.
not sideways.
I think the designs would
Very
change.
cool.
I don't necessarily think the idea of the skyscraper would change.
Okay.
I still want to preface this that I think telekinesis is badass. I would
Yeah.
100% take that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If it was that or nothing, and like you're like, hey, you'll lose 20 years off your life, but you have telekinesis, I'll sign immediately.
Yeah.
it's
sure.
still a cool power.
Being able to hurl stuff, like we said, fly yourself around. I mean,
yeah,
that'd be just, oh my God, it sounds so cool. Makes me sad that we're just basic ass dummies.
Just regular fucking normies,
That sucks, man. This
powerless
sucks.
dickheads. Yeah, it does.
I'm going to
suck.
go jump in the pool and I'm not going to be able to save myself because I can't control the water.
Right? You go swimming
Okay.
without getting wet or get instantly dry when you're done. We can't do that now. We have to use a fucking towel.
I didn't even think
Towel.
of that.
What if there was a glitch
It's like-
in your DNA, like a rare case where you were born with both powers?
Oh, then you're special.
Dude.
Murder.
I will.
Put to
Yeah,
death.
seriously, I
Yeah.
am taking over in every way. I've had enough.
Sorry, we cannot have those things crossing.
Tower, just don't give power to Corey and I in any sense. It just never works, man. It just you and Xavier are like the voices of reason, and then even when Xavier had the voice of reason, he just wanted to stay home.
Yeah.
You're like, I've got a good
He did
idea.
not
for
even
you
want to
guys.
do
You're like,
anything.
No, it's not happening.
No, I'm good. I'm solid.
Just
I'm out.
sitting at home, like
Oh,
lifting
man.
a sock. Ooh.
Right? Just,
It's the best
just
day of my
lifting the
life.
dog.
My Warhammer models.
No, but speaking of telekinesis, I mean, we could associate that with like Jedi Force power.
Yeah.
Using it that way. Do you feel like everybody who's like a Jedi or like a Star Wars fanatic, like would that become a religion to you? Like with the Jedi religion, it's already like an established religion, but like would telekinesis like push that overboard to where like that's a legit thing?
Yeah.
Would you identify as a Jedi?
No.
You don't get the
I don't know,
lightsaber, but
since
Yeah,
it's, like it's
lightsaber.
more because like in a movie you're in this world that's not real in your everyday life, so you kind of look up to this kind of separation in world. So
Right.
if that's happening in real life, does it really have that same meaning as if something's fake?
That's interesting. I mean,
Is
I
that-
would hope it would have meaning because you still have a superpower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Jedi religion would spread.
Yeah.
As far I'm not wholly familiar with the lore, but I think
Right.
within the Jedi religion there are actually tenets that are like written down and
Oh.
ways to behave and things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
that
there's-
is written into canon.
Yeah, there's
And I think
Right.
that people would try and adopt that and just be,
That'd be kinda cool.
full on Jedis.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're
That would be dope.
doing it now. Why not?
Right. When you have superpowers, exactly.
Right.
It would make sense.
Have their own
Kinda leads
seats on the
towards that.
council, control the Senate.
Damn.
Jeez.
I am the Senate. Anakin. No, it's okay. This is gone left field Star Wars episode. James is like, yes, finally. I know it.
I love
But
Anakin.
So you guys don't see the correlation? Xavier, you're not buying into it? You wouldn't want like Jedi attached to anything you're doing? Not into it?
No, that'd be
It's okay
that'd
to
be
say
cool.
hell no.
I would need the lightsaber.
I know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that goes hand in hand. If
Yeah.
I get a laser sword, call me whatever you want, bro. I'm in.
Exactly.
I'll laser sword everybody.
What if we, in the meantime, just gave you a real sword?
That's still cool.
That works.
That way you have telekinesis and a real sword.
Damn, you can just
Hey.
telekinesis your sword into people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You just
Oh,
throw that sword
Just like
around.
a big, the worst boomerang ever.
Oh.
Just throw that thing. I could see it. Like Tyler said, he's like, yeah, they're already doing that now. I mean, I would imagine with telekinesis that would boost numbers.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Dude, George Lucas, if this were established while he was alive, makes so much
Oh.
money. He would basically own the world. He would be the new L. Ron Hubbard. And Jedi would be
I literally
the
was
honest to
thinking
God
of that.
Scientology with powers.
That's really funny. Lucasology. It'd be great, man. Pray to Big George.
You think we'd
Pray to Big George.
would be the same as like society now, or do you think we'd lean more towards like spacey, like sci-fi
I feel like
society?
maybe to that point, we would try to go outside of our means, knowing that they're superpowers. We would try to find like deeper meaning in things, maybe explore more things. I'm like go more out of the box, knowing that this is like right now, superpowers are not a thing. Yeah. But like if we were to able to like find that out and find that, I mean, that would make my mind like push the boundaries of like what is possible. So potentially, what do you guys think about that?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be religion, right? It'd just be something that you have to practice and focus on and make your entire life about.
Damn, the Church of Siler.
Yeah.
Silerology.
Silerology.
Psychology.
No,
Psychology.
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 Write that down. Yeah, I could see that kind of going in, maybe not space exploration, but like definitely pushing the boundaries of how can we harness this? How can we
brought up
make everything happen?
The idea of space travel during the break. And like, if you had a space-worthy craft and telekinesis, you could just have propulsion without needing fuel or a source of energy to get from one place to another. I think like inter solar system travel would be like a massive economy right now.
You would need like a huge crew, because to have that kind of focus for that much time in space, to travel that amount of time, you would need. You can do that like, all yourself.
Think about it. All you'd have to do is be in space inside that ship, and then push it into a direction once, because there's nothing slowing you down.
That's true. Never mind.
You would just keep
you just be able to yeet yourself, and whoever else is with you.
Mm-hmm.
What about stopping?
Like Corey said, if it's like space worthy, if it's this and that, you could just fling yourself over there.
That's true. Yeah.
Then again, you'd have to know where you're going, which would be difficult.
I guess that's part of the craft, right? As long as it's
let's go. You threw us the wrong way, idiot. Damn it. Just into the deepest parts of space.
Smash into an asteroid. Oops.
There's the black hole.
We're hitting an asteroid field here, guys.
There's the black hole.
Yeah, just hear that sound. What's that sound? Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Well,
speaking of things coming to an end.
Exactly. It is time. Our second live episode is now going to be coming to a close, guys. Yeah. Closing time.
Had to do it.
Any opportunity to say it, I don't care. I'm going to do it. I have yet to go first, so I'll go first this time.
All right.
And I have my own personal Instagram, which is Tall Tale Cale with an underscore in between each word and a C instead of a K on Cale, and bearded underscore giant on TikTok. We also have our communal TikTok account, the Weekly Tall Talk, on there. We post the little snippets that Tyler does for every episode, and Corey's starting to get in on that. We're starting to do more sketches, more things that we want to bring in, and working on some other projects. So be on the lookout and follow us for updates. We're excited for a few things that are coming down the pipe.
Yeah.
So definitely check us out on that. Tyler, where will people find you and harass you for your choice to become a telekinesis boy?
Well, while I'm not flinging stuff around, and
there it is, flawless flinging stuff around, so throwing the packages. Yeah, I love it.
Tyler's gone full.
Let's clean this up. When I'm not at work or doing this podcast, I occasionally stream on the side on Twitch. You can find me there at Sushi Moose.
Wow,
that's 2 words but together.
Sushi, and
moose.
The word moose,
not the word and, just sushi. Moose. It's pretty simple.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, we're good. I also have an Instagram. I occasionally post on there, just random stuff. You can find me there at Teelo43. That's TEELO and the number 43 behind it. We also have our communal Instagram for the Weekly Tall Talk.
Wowzers.
Where we post snippets.
You don't want to talk about yourself
time, and it just had like a brain fart.
Yeah. It's literally you. Like 99% of the page is yourself.
Yeah, right.
Where I post the videos because I work on them. I slave away. I do it. Me.
No, we have our
it's
communal
all me,
Instagram.
Baby.
the weekly Tall Talk where we post little snippets of the episodes that are coming out. Yeah, just little.
I love how you just
teasers.
jumped right back in there. Hell yeah! Follow us on the weekly Tall Talk.
Yes, the weekly Tall Talk.
If you want to find me online, you can find me on Instagram. It's the only social media that I have, and I can be found at Corey.Andre, Corey.Ondrey. Please feel free to send me a message. Tell me what's up. And also, if you like the show, if you enjoyed watching it today, or if you enjoy hearing it when it comes out, consider going to our Patreon and maybe becoming a subscriber. It would really help us out. Like the boys mentioned prior, we have a lot of stuff coming out this year, and we're working on another show. And yeah, we'd really love your support. So please consider going to patreon.com/talltailnetwork, which is the name of our company.
Oh, yeah.
What about you, Xavier? I know you don't have a social, but what can we say to you if we want to talk?
Oh, yeah. If we want to talk, if you want to give us suggestions or anything, you can email us at our Gmail account at talltailnetwork@gmail.com. You can give us suggestions or questions.
Comments, concerns.
Concerns, yeah.
Concerns about Tyler's behavior.
We shouldn't be concerned about mine. More likely yours. That's right. Don't give me that face.
I've been a straight shooter since the jump.
You're the worst. Accept it.
Wow.
It's been an honor to host this.
Yes, you did great, man.
Good job, brother. Good job.
Corey, you were saying something before Tyler tried to eviscerate me.
Oh, I was adding on to what Xavier said. Our good friend, friend of the pod, Gus, has emailed us and sent us a couple scripts that we are working on. Thank you, brother. We hear you, man, and we'll get back to you. We're going to try and make those into a show.
Yeah.
We're going to do it. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions or topics you'd like to talk about, like the guy said, just shoot us a message, shoot us your ideas, and we'll try to roll it into something and see how bad we butcher it.
I like that approach. There you go. But yeah, I think with that, we'll tall tale y'all later.